On this episode of Law Weekly, the petroleum industry bill and the power sector reforms, two critical issues are in focus. Mr. George Etomi, the pioneer chairman of the Nigerian Bar Association section on business law, is our guest, and he offers a commercial law perspective of these issues and the economic outlook for 2014. Welcome to Law Weekly on Channels Television. I am Shola Sheyeli. We'll get to the conversation with Mr. Etomi in a bit, but let's quickly track some of the top stories that happened in the courts last week.
We begin with the news that the Lagos State Judiciary is to resume work on the 2nd of January 2014 after taking time off for the Christmas and New Year celebrations. Most other courts across the country will resume work on the 6th of January. While the Chief Judge of Lagos in a public notice directed all judges to attend to urgent matters in their courts during the period of vacation, the Federal High Court Lagos proceeded on vacation, leaving behind one judge, Justice Mohammed Yunusa, as the vacation judge. Last week Thursday, vacation judge Justice Yunusa of the Federal High Court Lagos fixed December the 30th for a ruling on whether to grant bail to a Briton, Garrett Wilcox, and four others arraigned before the court over a 15 billion naira fraud charge. Wilcox, a former managing director of Ibom Power Company, is charged alongside a former managing director of the defunct Gulf Bank PLC, Prince Johnson Adebami, and a former legal advisor to the defunct bank, Uche Uwechia, on a 21-count charge. The three men were arraigned before the court by the Special Fraud Unit of the Nigerian Police Force on a 21-count charge of conspiracy, fraud, illegal conversion of fund, and aiding and abetting. According to the prosecution, part of the money was used to finance a non-existing refinery, while the others were converted to personal use. The offense contravened the provisions of Section 390 of the Criminal Code, Cap A6 Laws of the Federation 2006. At the Lagos High Court Ikeja, Justice Latifat Okunu last week Monday reserved judgment in the trial of Akolade Arowolo, the man who allegedly stabbed his banker wife Titilayo to death sometime in 2011. The lawyers in the case adopted their final written arguments, and Justice Okunu informed them that the date for judgment will be communicated to them later by the court. 31-year-old Akolade Arowolo was arraigned in December 2011 on a one-count charge of unlawful killing of his wife by stabbing her several times. A pathologist, Professor John Obafungwa, who examined the late Titilayo, says she had 76 stab wounds. Though Akolade Arowolo pleaded not guilty to the crime, the Lagos State Director of Public Prosecutions, Mrs. Olabisi Ogungbeson, has told the court that the late Titilayo was stabbed to death by her husband on June 24, 2011, at their residence in the Isolo area of Lagos after a quarrel and a struggle between the couple. And we round off with news that the Federal High Court in Abuja has fixed January the 27th for hearing in the case of 5 All Progressives Congress APC governors and the People's Democratic Party PDP over their constitutional right to defect from the party on which platform they were elected. The governors have raised a 10-man legal team to defend their right to political association. Justice Gabriel Kolawole fixed the date following an application by the PDP seeking to declare the seats of the APC governors vacant. Governor Rotimi Amechi of Rivers, Rabiu Kwankwaso of Kano, Aliyu Wamako of Sokoto, Murtala Nyako of Adamawa, and Abdul Fattah Ahmed of Kwara State defected last month after a protracted crisis in the PDP.